Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am super excited. By the way, happy Friday, everybody. And I hope that you guys have some fun plans for this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, for those of you that are in the States. I know after I have a couple calls today, I'm actually heading to the mountains. I'm going hiking, so trying to get my legs ready for the hiking trip that I have in France. So super excited about that. It'll be lots of fun. But I'm here with my guest Helen, and I'm super excited to share her with you because for those of you that think that you can't have a six-figure business unless you're a business coach, I want to introduce you to a rock star here who absolutely has a six-figure, multiple six-figure business by helping women with energetic eating. Yeah. So Helen, thank you so much for being here and being a model for what can absolutely happen.
Oh my gosh, it's my pleasure. It's crazy to hear that out loud because I have those days where the self-doubt still kind of creeps in and it's still like the old version of me that's like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to have it. It's going to be so hard, can come in. And I know that's not true. So thank you for saying it out loud. I'm going to commit that into my brain and let it echo through for a few weeks.
I know, right? Doesn't that feel good? You're like, oh, is that really me?
It does. Yeah. Yeah. Like, really? Yeah.
So I want you to share with people your a couple things that I know that you absolutely do so well. And I get your emails, and I've also taken part in your programs, and they're phenomenal. Share a little bit about the energetic eating method and what it is that you do and how you help people.
Sure. So the energetic eating method is meant to help you connect the actions that you take for your health to your life. So it doesn't feel like another thing on the to-do list. Where I got in my way all of the time was thinking that if I got on a diet, then I would reach the goals that I would set out for myself. But I had one thing in mind, which is the target goal, which was my weight. And I didn't really make the connection between the way I was living my life and the things that I truly wanted in my life overall to my health. And once I made those connections, I was able to put my health on as a priority, but without it taking over my life. And as a result, I've been able to not let my health get in the way of building a multiple six-figure business. I think that if I hadn't put my health at the core of everything, of being able to be alive and to say, oh, I feel so good today, I can put the work in, I feel amazing, and I feel motivated today, that I wouldn't take the risks that I take without feeling as good as I do. Yeah. And that includes like my confidence about myself, my strength, certainly even the way that I see myself, all of that.
Absolutely. And, I think we forget that, right? When we're building a business, sometimes we can be like, okay, this is my focus, need to make the money, need to get the client, whatever it is. And then we end up, putting our own health and wellness on the back burner. And one of the things that I see over and over and over again, and you're in this world with me too, is that the successful entrepreneurs, the women that are building and growing and doing it without burning them out, burning themselves out, invest in their health and wellness too. Yep. They all have coaches and they all have business coaches. They all, sometimes they also have a mindset coach, but I love what you do because you implement the health and the mindset component of it. Yeah. So can you share kind of like what is some of the work that you do with women that you've noticed? And by the way, you have an energetic eating method. So remember on day one, when we were talking about a system, Helen's system is the energetic eating method. Will you share your system?
Sure. Yeah. So my system is based on first envisioning a life for yourself. So the life that you want to have, and that includes your business. It absolutely includes your business, it includes your family, includes your love life, it includes your friendships, it includes your health and the dreams that you want, maybe hiking in France or, whatever kind of huge goals that you have. In fact, I have a client who's been working with me for 3 years, and she just posted that she did a 9-day hike from Portugal to Spain. And this is a woman who's continued to be in my community. I keep it open. It's not like you do the process and then it's like, see you later. Like you, Chris, it's important to be able to continue to have that place to show up. So because she went through the energetic eating method and continued to show up for herself, she was like, I never thought that I would have this. And I think that we tend to put our health as something that's really small, like a target goal. And I want you to go really big. I want you to have it all. I don't want you to just lose 30 pounds or whatever it is you think that you need. I want you to have everything in your life with your health at the core. So we start with the visioning, and then we get into the listening part of the process, which is we actually do have some things in our bodies that we need to listen to. We can't just say, I love my body and I accept myself and I'm not going to take care of it. That doesn't make sense. So what I do is I guide women through paying attention to their mood, right? If you're in a crappy mood, you don't want to work on your business, or you don't want to work on your life, or you want to hide from social outings, right? I work on digestion. When you don't feel well, you feel gassy, bloated, and yucky, you don't want to show up. It doesn't feel good. Maybe you don't want to get your picture taken. I work on focus. So a lot of brain health we address so that you can have the focus that is necessary for you to feel really good. And then I go into energy levels. So the reason I put energy levels last is because as we peel these layers of healing of ourselves in order to have the health of our dreams, energy levels usually come back pretty quickly when we address the other things. But by the end, if we're not quite there yet, there's some tinkering that we need to do. So at the end of that, we've got what's called conscious choices. You understand your vision, you understand yourself, you know what puts you in a good mood or not, and the other parts. And then you make conscious choices to keep that in balance, instead of saying, oh, I gained 5 pounds, I got to get back on that diet again. So that's how it works.
Oh my gosh. How many of us have done that? Oh shit, I got to start the diet again.
Yeah, right. Exactly. This is like, oh shit, I'm in a bad mood. And that's right. I know that I need to check my blood sugar and I need to work on my sleep.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm such a fan of sleep.
Oh, me too. It changed my life once I started putting myself to bed, like with my kids at 8 o'clock, and do a whole shutdown thing. And it's all snuggly and good. I'm like, why am I not putting myself to bed the way that I want my kids to go to bed?
Right?
Yeah.
I know. I do the same. My family actually kind of makes fun of me because when I start yawning, they're like, it must be 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a little alarm on my phone that goes din, 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 like a little lullaby sound at 8 o'clock. And everyone's like, oh, time for Helen to go to bed. I'm like, hell yeah, it is. Cause I get up early and I get shit done because I care.
Yes.
Oh
my gosh, I love that. Cool. So what are some of the things that you felt like you struggled with when you were first starting your business? I would love to hear kind of like where you were, so that people that don't have, multiple six-figure business, they can kind of see a little bit of your journey of, where you started, what were some of the obstacles that you had to overcome yourself?
Yeah. Wow. Quite a bit.
Right? We're like, oh, where do I start?
I want to say out loud the things I want to talk about so that you can hold me accountable for it. One was not having a system. The other was not charging enough. And the other was working one-on-one only. So those are probably the 3 main things. So the first thing I said was not having a system. Right. So I graduated from integrative nutrition, love the school, love the content. I had a binder full of stuff. And I swear I was on every single call, like trying to work with women just for free, right? Trying to get all of the hours in that I needed in order to graduate into, to have the knowledge that I wanted. And I'm like, I know everything. And I'm going to look up this binder and have the sheets and make printables for everybody with these sheets and then make sure they get them. And it was just, there was no niche. And so there was no system. It was just, I'm working with anybody and here's all of the information I have. I'm the smartest, doing all these things and trying to solve everybody's problems in this way. I can't tell you how much of a mistake that was at the time. And what has really helped me is, I would say it wasn't a mistake to work with all of those women. What I realized is that I started attracting the women who had a similar problem. And I knew that that's who I wanted to work with because I had a similar problem. So I sort of reversed it. Chris, I love how you get people to kind of know what their pain points are in their story so that they can pick their niche earlier. And for me, I kind of reversed it. And I'm like, there's a theme here. Probably wouldn't have taken me as much time if I had followed your system. And also working one-on-one. So I remember them and charging $25 a session.
Okay. I have a secret to tell you. I actually, nobody knows this, except for my husband. When I first started my massage therapy practice, I was getting paid $12 an hour for a massage. Is that insane?
That's insane. It's crazy. And, I had just left my teaching job. I was a school teacher for a number of years, and I decided I was going to stay at home and take care of my littles. And within like 6 months, I knew I had a bigger job to do. And that's when I went to integrative nutrition and did all of that. And we had sold our apartment in Brooklyn. I had a cushion to play. And
Mhm.
so there wasn't anything in me that was like, I should be charging. I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't even do the math on it. But once I started and I was passionate about my job, and I'm like, I am never going to be able to make the kind of money that I want to make if it's going at this rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just not. And I was afraid that people would say no to
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so today I get to ask for $250 for a session, have people say yes because they want to show up, because I have a system, because I have a program, because things are, are important enough for them to be able to say yes. But in addition to that, to having a group program where I get to also have women in and work with me one-on-one without doing session-based work. So
Yeah.
that's also really important, is the community that I developed over time, almost by accident, because I had a local community of runners. And I remember starting that running group. I didn't even tell them I was a health coach. I was like scared to tell them because I was afraid of being rejected.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so people are like, so what do you do? Like, is this just you? I'm like, yeah, I'm a health coach.
I'm a health coach.
I'm a health coach. But once I had a system that I felt really clear and passionate about, it was like, I have a message, I have a system. I work with women who struggle with their identity and with the way they feel about their bodies, to stop dieting and to take action for their most important selves.
Amazing.
It's just
I,
work.
I love, I just want to double click on one piece of this, and that is the confidence that you felt when you had it. And
Yeah.
I get your content and your messages, and I love it. And it's because you're so clear, right? And that is, one of the obstacles, I think, when we're first starting to grow our business, is we're not clear. And so we're just kind of like, I don't know, maybe this will work, maybe this will work. But when you get a system, the system also helps you create more confidence and clarity so that you can show up fully confident in what it
Yeah.
is that you do. And you can communicate that in a way that helps others see how that works, instead of, I don't know, I'm a health coach, come let me help you.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's repeatable,
Mhm.
like over and over again. I'm never rewriting anything. I don't have to go into the binder of things and look up, somebody's issue, because I'm not working with them if it's not in my body and in my mind already.
Yeah.
So I don't even give worksheets out anymore. Workbooks and things, sure, but not like, specific worksheets. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like busy work.
Yep. It is.
You just want to change someone's life. Chris, when we've worked together, the most powerful parts are the parts of showing up,
Mhm.
in the coaching. And when I'm taking notes and I'm writing down the things that other women are
Mhm.
saying in your calls, or the things that you're coaching me through directly in the mindset calls, that's the most powerful stuff. The other stuff is helpful, right,
Mhm.
to support you. But I grew my business more with you just by talking to you.
Mhm.
And that's how
Yay.
I feel about my clients. Like, I'm changing their lives just by talking to them,
Yeah.
just by pushing in the right direction. You don't need all the fluff stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, you don't. You need some clarity. You need some simplicity. You need to
Yeah.
know where to put your focus. What would you say to people who feel like, oh, I can just do this on my own. I, got enough information here. Let me just do this on my own.
Well, I always say, how has it been going on your own so far?
That's right.
Like, why are you in this position in the first place? Is because, like, you haven't asked for help yet, or you
Mhm.
haven't been willing to ask
Mhm.
for help.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I
Yeah.
know, before I even hired my coach, I tried to do it on my own, and I got some traction. Like, I wasn't completely not getting, results, but they were like this.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do and what to put on repeat so that it would go like this instead of up and down and up and down and up and down. And, that's one of the things that I love about you, Helen, is that you take the information, but you implement it.
Mhm.
Right. And that is, that's gold right there. When, instead of just thinking about it, or instead of, like collecting the binder, nothing wrong with binders, but we
Yeah.
actually have to do something with the information.
Yeah.
Right. And unfortunately, just when we tell ourselves that we'll just do it on our own, or I'll just implement what it is that I've learned, right? I hear that one a lot too. Oh, I'm just going to implement what it is that I've learned.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. The problem, though, is that we don't know what we're going to bump up against. We don't know the nuances that we actually stop, so trying to just implement on our own doesn't always work. We actually end up going backwards because we can't read the label when we're inside the bottle.
Yeah.
We bump up against something. We don't have anybody to ask questions with. And rarely do we actually implement.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to be honest, there's no
True. And
accountability
even
there.
when you're an expert in something, Chris, I know you have business coach too, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
a health coach. I have a health coach and I have a trainer.
Mhm.
I train women to get stronger in my strength classes. I have a trainer too.
Yeah.
And I show up there now. And I didn't show up for a long time. And I was only operating my classes. And then I realized that I wanted more. And if
Mhm.
I wanted more, I couldn't be left to my own devices. I had to go and get somebody to help me. Same
Yeah.
with my nutritional recommendations and supplementation. I go every
Yes.
single month. I schedule it every single month and I go. Why? Because I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself and that I'm not falling off track. It's just we need that. We
Yeah.
need the support.
Yep, we do.
Yeah.
We all do. And, I know you have the same philosophy as I do, that I only work with coaches that also have coaches. I
Yeah.
mentioned this a little bit yesterday. I invest in a coach who also has a coach. As a matter of fact, she's got multiple coaches. I have multiple coaches. I have a mindset coach because I want somebody in here with me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want somebody to be like, is that really true? Maybe we could tweak this a little bit. And I want, a business coach that is going to be able to, help me navigate the nuances that I bump up against. Getting to six figures is one thing. Getting to multiple six figures is another. Going from $500,000 to $1 million is another. Do I know what to do? Sure, I know what to do, but that doesn't always mean that just because we know what to do, that we're implementing it in the right way at the right time. And there's always information that when somebody is supporting you is going to help you navigate that quicker and create that support, create that accountability and community. I love that you have a community. I'm also always involved in community for my own mindset. I'm in a community with mindset and with my business coach too, right? So they both have community. So not only do I have that one-on-one support, but I also have that community support. And that's so incredibly valuable so that that you're not on your own.
Yeah.
Right. Like I know your women probably in the energetic eating method probably feel like, oh, I'm the only one who does this. I'm the only one who doesn't follow through, or I'm the only one who, decided to blow it this weekend and then go for the cookies and the pizza and the Oreos and the whatever.
Yeah. In fact, I had a conversation with a woman yesterday. She just straight up texted me and said, I feel like I'm not doing this right. And so we got on a call right away and we were able to get down to the truth was she had bronchitis that turned into pneumonia. Her job situation had changed. And so it became more demanding and it will be for the next 30 days. And something else happened. Oh, her son moved out. I'm like, this isn't you. Like your situations have changed and you want to jump ship because all of a sudden your external circumstances have changed and you want to blame all of this stuff on that. That doesn't have to happen. And the reason that my program is 6 months is because all of us inevitably will go through something like that.
Yep.
And so I get to get on the phone with her and show her that she's not experiencing a problem with herself, but she's using these things around her to tell her she's not doing a good job. And it just wasn't true.
Oh yeah. That's a good mind. FUCK.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Sometimes you have to show people like the truth about what they're saying. And it's not, we always, a lot of people say like, oh, time-based stuff, but sometimes it's trauma-based stuff too. Like, you know what? I just don't want to take care of my health because everything else feels so hard. Well, guess what? If you take care of your health, everything else will feel easier.
Ooh, that's a writer downer right there.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't take care of my health because everything is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we get to actually flip that on its head. Well, if I take care of my health, then everything else is going to be easy.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
So, what else would you say about anybody who might be interested in joining Activate Abundance?
Oh man, I just got chills. It was like, anybody else who's interested in joining Activate, I mean, don't drag your feet, like run, go and do it immediately. The amount of support and the love, the community, and the benefit of working with Chris in her program will far exceed your expectations. For sure. Yeah. I mean, dealing with my own health struggles, mental health struggles, like in working with Chris. And I'll just tell you, like, I've gone through a divorce. I have had to deal with figuring out how to carry my own house. I have had to deal with like solo parenting. I've dealt with health issues over the last 6 months. And having Chris in my corner has helped me not just keep my business afloat, but be able to let it thrive. So if you're not dealing with any of that stuff and you're dragging your feet, then I like go because I'm proof that even when things are hard, when you have someone in your corner like Chris, like it's going to be okay. It's more than business. It's more than money.
Yeah,
It's more than any of that. It's feeling alive and having purpose, which is really obviously like important for all of us, particularly women who struggle with their self-worth.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, we all do, we all up against things for sure. One of the things that I want to encourage everybody here to do is also to, one of the things that also, Helen, that you do really well is, we talk about connections, we talk about collaborations, we talk about, we don't have to do this work on our own. And I know that you've set up some really great collaborations, inside of Activate Abundance. We've done, retreats where we get to connect with each other in person, actually physically touch somebody and be like, you're actually real. And how has that kind of changed for you to be involved? And you're also involved in TLA, an amazing community for writing your book. Yay, we get to get that published.
October, I hope. We'll see.
Gosh, that's soon. Wow,
it's too soon. Great. I know, I got to get in there.
Fantastic. Yeah. But, can you share just a little bit about how, two things, one being in community, and the other one is, when you are in community, you have this opportunity to 10x the visibility that you get to create when you collaborate with other people. Yeah.
So when I was working on my own, just like nose to the grindstone and feeling like I had to do everything to try to grow my list, and then getting to a standstill and not being able to, having community and having partnerships and strategic partnerships and being able to meet other women in the group to be able to share in that starts to double, triple what's going on in your world, without you having to put all that efforting in just on your own. Yeah. And I've made some amazing friends and relationships. I like so deep that I feel part of my envisioning for my business is to be in partnership with these women in the way that like, who is it? Gabby Bernstein and, now I can't think of what her name is, but they're always like, Marie Fuller. Exactly. Yeah. So they're always like traveling around together. I'm like, we are going to be that pack, and we're going to be in this field, and we're going to be able to make these things change. And I can see it, so that kind of stuff is really exciting and helps you show up a lot, because it's not just for you, it's for other people too. But it's like what you say, Chris, it's a win-win-win. Like the clients win, the community wins, I win, they win, like everybody's just sharing with each other. There's no like, oh, this is mine and nobody gets to have it. It's like what happens when we put everything together in amazing, huge view. I'm speaking at 3 different summits coming up in the next month, which is so fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's because of the relationships that I've built with you and with TLA. So
fantastic. Community is so powerful for sure. Yeah. And it takes the heavy lifting off of our shoulders too.
Totally. Yeah, for sure. And I haven't hosted my own summit yet. It's a lot of work, for sure, but it makes me really excited to be able to do my own and to give back.
Yeah. And a podcast. Didn't you start your have you started it yet? I know
I started recording, but I haven't released it yet.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. This is so cool. So where can people connect with you? I want to make sure that people can find you and connect with you and learn from you or join your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And please like join my community so that you can watch me. Facebook Lives are my favorite thing ever. So if can't believe I'm saying this, but if you want to know how it's done, come join me in my community and watch what I have to say.
Yes, do it. Absolutely. Success leaves clues.
Success leaves clues. Yeah. So that's the summit I'll be talking, at next week, Success Leaves Clues. I'll leave a link for you guys if you want to join it. But if you want to find me, come to my Facebook group. That's where I'm the most active, talking to women. If you're dealing with any health issues, or it's hard for you to prioritize your health alongside of your business, then come see what I have to say about taking care of yourself, because I call it, it's holding hands with health. It's just, it's not this other thing. It's a part of your business and a part of what you do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when we don't have our health dialed in, it's hard for us to show up as the empowered leaders for our clients, for our families, for our children in any other way. So absolutely, I would highly recommend working with Helen. I know I've gone through her Couch to 5K. I'm not sure if that is exactly what it was called, but it was so good. And the value that you give is enormous. Like, all of the trainings, all of the extra little, trackers or worksheets, schedule, like it's so good. It's
thank you so much.
Amazing what you've created. It's so good.
Can
you share a little bit about, because you've got a couple things. So I want people to hear, you've got the energetic eating method, and like, tell us like what are different ways that you actually work with your people in terms of programs, in case anybody's interested.
Sure. So I work with people in the energetic eating method holds everything that I do. So that includes my Couch to 5K program. It includes live strength training with me. It includes the nutrition, the mindset, what I call think, eat, and live. So it includes all of that stuff together. I do allow people to enroll in just the fitness components of my program, which is mostly the mindset and fitness part. So if that's something that you're interested in, I do my energetic way to 5K, which is a Couch to 5K program, but it teaches you how to find the intervals that work for you instead of giving up on yourself at, like most apps, it's like week 5, like, oh my God, I could never do that. And then you're like, I'm not going to do it anymore because I'm a failure. So we work through that piece to be able to say, you know what, week 4 is the best week for me. And I get to use that to be able to take myself to the end, along with the mindset work that I do. And then the other part is energetic strength. And so that's a strength training class. It's live 2 times per week. We come together, we set intentions, we balance our nervous systems, and then we go through a process of understanding where our body is today, and then incorporating weight training, which has changed my life. Weight training, like
I need that.
Yeah.
Sure. I need some accountability with weight training.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I may just be there. I'm like, this sounds really good. Yeah. And the energetic eating method piece, can you share a little bit about that? I know you talked a little bit about it in the beginning, but can you share that piece if people are curious about that method?
Yeah. So my fitness programs are on like a cycle. So you can't really get into it without joining like every 12 weeks. Basically, the energetic eating method is open enrollment. It's an opportunity for you to get coached with me one-on-one every month, and also in a group context almost every single week. And you get accountability for your mindset, for your nutrition, and for the lifestyle choices you're making in order to be able to meet your life goals. And I have accountability through a weekly check-in process, as well as a daily Voxer access to me.
What?
It's a lot.
Holy moly. Yeah. There's no way you can't succeed in that.
It's true. And I do offer it's 100% guarantee, or you get to repeat the whole it again without paying another dime, because I believe in it. Yeah.
My gosh. So we will post a couple things. We will pop the link in for the summit, so you can go hear Helen chat and speak, but also her Facebook group. So we'll pop that in the comments for you too, so that you can join Helen's Facebook group. And Helen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a model of what's possible. And thank you for also being a model for taking good care of your health as well as your business. I mean, like, you are glowing, you are vibrant.
Thank you.
And I just really appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you for everything you've done for me and everything you do for all of these women in the group. I literally wouldn't be able to do it without you. So thank you so much.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
All right, everybody, have a great Memorial Day weekend. And for those of you that do want to book a call with me, you can absolutely book a call with me.
Do it.
book a call. The link is in the group. Again, I won't drag you across the finish line. I will help you make an empowered decision. And the discount goes away tonight at midnight. But if you book the call before midnight, even if it goes into next week, I will make sure to hold on to the discount and to the bonus for you.
Yeah.
Righty. All right,
Yay.
everybody.
Cool. See you later.
Thanks, Helen.
You're welcome. Bye.